Let's start Geography, Class 8, Chapter 6, Human Resources. In video 1, we'll concentrate on population distribution. You know, resources are classified. Resources are classified into natural resources, human resources and human made. In this chapter, we are going to concentrate on human resources. Coming to the meaning of human resource, children, it refers to the quantity and quality of the people. Human resource refers to the quantity and the quality of the people. Quantity, total number of people living in that country, and quality, okay, whether that people they are educated, healthy, okay, that point is coming under quality. So what is human resource? It is the quantity and the quality of the people in a country. Okay, both we need, children. Okay, quantity and quality. And coming to the same topic, some more points are coming, children. Human resources, we need healthy, educated and motivated people. Okay, so this is related to the quality side of population. We need healthy, educated and motivated people in a country. And human resource is not equally distributed over the world. That we know, a few countries are thickly populated. Okay, countries like India, China, thickly populated countries. Yeah, and they differ. How this population or human resource differ? They differ in the educational levels, age and sex. Okay, we know people, their educational level difference will be the age. Okay, actually age level we are dividing into 3 categories, children. Okay, one is children. Okay, that means till 14 years of age, children. Okay, then 15 to till the age of 60. Okay, working population. And after 60, that means after retirement, they are known as dependents. Okay, so coming to the age group, we have 2 dependent group, that is children below 14 years and people above 60 years. In between comes the working age, economically productive age. Okay, and sex means male-female ratio in a country. Okay, so human resource, they differ in their educational level, age and sex, male-female ratio. Yeah. And coming to India, children, or in India, we have a Ministry of Human Resource Development. Ministry of Human Resource Development in India. Yeah, and its short form is HRD Ministry, Human Resource Development Ministry, and this ministry was created in the year 1985 with the aim to improve people's skills. Okay, that was the aim of creating such organization or a ministry in India. Ministry of Human Resource Development, created in the year 1985. Aim, what was the aim? Aim to improve people's skills. Now we are move on to distribution of population. How population is distributed all over the world. Okay, and we know it's not equally distributed. Okay, coming to the meaning of distribution of population, children, the way in which people are spread across the earth's surface is known as the pattern of population distribution. Okay, how the people are distributed in different countries, it's known as the pattern of population distribution. Then some areas are very crowded, we know. Okay, some countries or within a country, some states are thickly populated or they are very crowded. At the same time, some areas are sparsely populated. Coming to the world population, children, 60% of the world population stay in just 10 countries. Okay, 60% of the world population stay in just 10 countries. And the crowded areas, coming to the crowded areas, crowded continents, South and Southeast Asia, Europe and Northeastern North America. Crowded areas or crowded continents, children. Now coming to the hemisphere. Okay, we know in geography you have learned about this, children. Equator, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Okay, so coming to that, children, more people live in north of the equator, in the northern hemisphere, northern side of the equator than south of the equator. Okay, so more people are there in the northern hemisphere than southern hemisphere. So what we have discussed, children, about the distribution of population. What is meant by the distribution of population or the pattern of population, distribution of population, the way in which people are spread across the earth's surface is known as the pattern of population distribution. Then 60% of the world's population stay in just 10 countries. I'll show you a bar graph, children. Yeah, it's a bar graph. It's given in your textbook also. World's population, they have presented it in a bar graph. Okay, if you look at the bar graph, you can see, children, India and China, most populated countries in the world. Okay, and on the top you can see Japan. Okay, and you know Japan is a well developed country only because of human resource. Okay, you can see from this bar graph quantity or the number of people. Quantity is very low. Okay, or the number of people in Japan, or the population of Japan is very, very low comparing with India or China. Okay, but only because of the human resource. Okay, Japan is a well developed country. Another term related to population, children, density of population. Density of population is the number of people living in a unit area of the earth's surface. Number of people in a square per square kilometer. Okay, now it's expressed in square per square kilometer, children. Okay, so the number of people living in a unit area of the earth's surface is known as density of population. And this density of population is influenced by physical features like mountains, okay, the type of landforms, physical features, climate of that area, fertility of the soil and development of the area. Okay, so what we have discussed now, density of population. Okay, density of population, it's the number of people living in a unit area of the earth's surface. And how we express it? It's normally expressed as per square kilometer. Number of people living in per square kilometer. And the factors that influence density of population is physical features. Okay, for example, mountainous areas will have less population than northern plains, and climate of that particular area, fertility of the soil and other developmental works, children. That means the infrastructural facilities of that particular area. Density of population. Then factors affecting distribution of population. Which factors are behind the distribution of population? We know population is not equally distributed all over the world. Okay, so why? You may be thinking that why few countries are thickly populated. Okay, these are the factors that influence the population distribution. And we have geographical factors like topography of the land, climate, soil type, water, availability of water, and minerals, availability of raw materials. And coming to the social, economic and cultural factors. Okay, these are the geographical factors, first 5 geographical factors. Coming to the social, cultural and economic factors, children. For better housing, education and health, people may be moving to a new place. Okay, that is coming under social factors. Okay, for children's education or for health facilities, we may move or we may shift to a new area. That is coming under social factors, children. Cultural factors, places with religious or cultural importance attract more people. Okay, maybe a religious place or culturally important place. Okay, so more people may attract to that area. And the last factor is economic factors. Industrial areas, children. Industrial areas are coming under economic factors. Location of industries, they provide employment opportunities. For example, Mumbai. Okay, more employment opportunities. So the workers will migrate to that area and their along with their families. Okay, so what we have discussed, children, factors affecting distribution of population. Okay, and we have geographical factors and socio-cultural and economic factors. Coming to the geographical factors, which are the geographical factors? Topography of the land, the type of land, whether it is a mountainous area or a plain or a plateau, climate of that particular place, soil type, water and minerals, availability of minerals. And also socio-cultural and economic factors also influence the distribution of population in a country. Another important term in this chapter, children, population change. What is population change? It is the change in the number of people during a specific time. Okay, change in the number of people living and during a specific time period. And 3 factors are important under population change, children. They are birth rate, death rate and migration. Okay, so which factors influence the population change of a place? Birth rate, death rate and migration. We'll take one by one, children. The first one is birth rate. Birth rate is the number of live births per 1,000 people. Okay, number of newborns. Okay, and it is expressed in thousands, children. Same way, death rate, the number of people, the number of deaths per 1,000 people. Okay, and the third factor is migration. Migration is the movement of people in and out of an area. Migration. Okay, and sometimes people are moving inside the country, children. For example, from one state to another state. It won't affect the population of that whole country. Okay, if the people are moving out of the country to a new country or a new continent, okay, then it influence the or it affect the population of that area. Yeah, and the difference between the birth rate and death rate of a country is called the natural growth rate. That is another definition included in your chapter, children. Natural growth rate. What is natural growth rate? It's the difference between birth rate and death rate of a country. Okay, during a particular period of time, children. Okay, a particular year. Okay, so what we have discussed, population change. Which factors influence the population change? Birth rate, death rate and migration. Okay, birth rate is the number of live births per 1,000 people. Death rate, the number of deaths per 1,000 people. Migration is the movement of people in and out of the country. Okay, and I have informed you it may be internal migration or external. Okay, internal, within the country sometimes people will move. Internal, external, from one country to another. And last point, meaning of natural growth rate. It's a difference between birth rate and death rate of a country. Immigration and emigration. It's a topic related to migration, children. Okay, and you know, people are migrating or moving from one place to another for different purposes, maybe for job, okay, or for health facilities. Okay, yeah. Now coming to the meaning of these two terms, children. Yeah, emigrants. Emigrants means people who leave a country. Emigrants or emigration, people who leave a country. Immigrants, people who arrive in a country. Okay, so difference between these two terms usually comes for exam, children. Emigration and immigration. Emigrants, people who leave a country from his own country to a new place. And immigrants, people who arrives in a country. Then coming to the countries with more migration, children. If you are looking at USA and Australia have gained in migration or immigration. Okay, more people are migrating to these countries, children. Countries like USA and Australia. Okay, and if you are taking the example of Sudan, more people are living from that country. Okay, because of economic and other difficulties. Okay, more people are emigrating. Okay, they are moving from that country. So these two terms important, children. Emigrants and immigrants. Yeah, emigrants means people who leave a country. Immigrants, people who arrive in a country. Yeah, we'll continue in the second part.